Good morning, true art believers. This is Pearson here. I just want to say welcome to the drawing show, whatever you would call it. Anyways, I am here to start drawing today. Got an hour of free time. Actually, I really don't have an hour of free time, but we're going to try to squeeze it in, right? Try to get that little bit of hour, little bit of that, a little bit of drawing time in for the day. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's do the little cool little intro thing. We're going to get, and then after that, we're going to get going. And I might talk, I might not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's not like I have a giant hour-long script for me to work with, right? Because I'm drawing. I don't need to be typing out scripts for this. Anyways, intro. All right, before I begin, I'm going to have my standard sip of coffee. It's still hot. That's like I poured that coffee like an hour, no, actually like 3 hours ago, and it's still piping hot. And I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour because that's what I like to do is kind of keep a gauge of how long I've been working on things. I've been working on this drawing way too long, and partially because I'm not really good at Photoshop. So there we go. So let's begin. I'm going to, that's not good. They have all the sounds kind of affecting. So what I want to do today is zoom out. I've had this idea for a while, but I'm not going to do it yet. What I want to do today is we're going to add another layer, and we're going to date it. Nope. Yes, we're going to add another layer. I'm going to date it so I know where I stand. All right, I'll just date it. There we go. Yeah, so I'm dating my layer, and yeah, I'm going out on a date with my layer here, whatever that means, right? So I think what I'm going to do is go back to the standard old hard-edged thing, and then scale down. Aha, there we go. Love it, love it, loving it. You know, stop that. I don't love you that much. Just go back to the hard-edged brush here and just play around with the pig for a brief moment. And then I think I'm gonna work at the head. I have this idea for using separating the text a little bit. I'm gonna have to cut it and separate it or add a space. No, I can't do that. It was drawn out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna have pig party there. I'm so stupid. Uh, and just gonna use that color there and just kind of. I rather like the brush stroke, the transparent tones here, and I'm just trying to bring that back, in some form or another on the body, because I was using the the soft airbrush, and I like the soft airbrush, but I'm not like that person that does that kind of stuff. Like it's just not in my repertoire to kind of just play around with like these soft tones. So I kind of like to play around with the harder edge tones. At least that's what I like doing right now. And I think if I get well versed enough in it, then I'll shift to more harder edge forms. But right now I'm just trying to take it step by step and see what happens, right? And I'm trying to think about like how, so this, whatever this is, you don't see it, but I have this focus assist manage notifications thing that pops up more than it should, and I need to figure out why that is. Just go away, we don't need you. So, Microsoft, you are doing a terrible job here. There we go. So dumb. Like, why would you have that? What is the necessity? Like, I don't understand why it has this innate need to kind of bug me, you know? It's like, hey, guess what, Matt? You have an important message. No, I don't have an important message here. I don't have an important message. We need to talk to you about something that has to do with, nothing. Okay, well, you can shut up, computer. It's just like what's happening sometimes. I think I'm activating with a tablet, and I don't want it to do that ever. So it's getting like annoying sometimes because it happens at the most inopportune times. It never happens when I'm drawing by myself on the tablet, and it never happens by myself when I'm not live streaming. So it only happens when I live stream. Like it's like, hey, you need something from me? No, I don't need anything from you, computer. Just let me play with my program, and you can just leave me alone, right? And I'll keep drawing. You know, I don't know what to say other than it's kind of an annoying a little thing that only happens when I'm drawing on on like a live stream. Like things pop up more than usual, and I'm just like, shut up, just leave me alone. I'm trying to work here. You know, I think people would understand. It's like having an annoying coworker. Like I'm really in the groove here, and the coworker's like, hey man, you wanna go talk to me at the what's it called? Like don't they have like a water station? I don't know. I don't know where like offices. I think offices would have like a water station or something. But like, hey, come on, meet up with me and have a cup of coffee. Like, no, I'm in the zone here, bro, and I don't need you to bug me while I'm trying to work. It's like, rude. No, man, you're rude. You're rude. I'm trying to work here. People are paying me to work and to do things, and you're over here trying to bug me. And also, I just rather draw than have you bug me and take me go to the coffee station or wherever that is and kind of bug. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of adding more stuff here, and that's a problem with me. Is one of the whoa, I didn't know what I just did there. One of the biggest issues that I have as far as with drawing like this is I don't know when is a good time to, just like stop, right? What did I do? Okay, there we go. Like, I don't know what's like, I don't know why it's doing that. So I don't know when is a good time to kind of start moving towards the end here. you know? And that's part of the problem with having the ability to kind of zoom in. So I'm trying to discern the when that time is. I don't know. I've never done this before. Let's go back. I want to play around this hair because I've never really I don't really mess around with hair that often, let alone give a pig a nice robust blonde head of hair. It's so silly. It's so dumb. Like seriously, like this pig's got like a surfer dude hair. Like what is this? Like what's the point? Like why does he have this hair? You know, like what's the point? And also I don't know. I don't know what the point is. There is no point. Here we go. Let's take this purple here. Give the pig a little bit of a purple tones on the dark shadows for fun. Maybe we'll give them some green highlights, or really add some green there for fun. It's a little bit of highlight flare. And then we'll copy the background tone a little bit and add some of that. We'll make it a little bit sharper. You know, I don't know. I keep backtracking on the pink strands here because I want them to be, I don't know what I want them to be, but I want them to be something. So I don't use any of the line stabilization features. So if the lines are not clean, it's not because I'm not able to. It's just because I'm not doing the well, I'm able to do it not on a computer, but like a lot of people will use that it's like a line autocorrect, I guess. You know, they'll do that line autocorrect, and I'm not doing it because I don't care, and because I don't think that. There I go. I think I have an idea how I want the pink to kind of go, as far as I know. I think I know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I rather like just the green there. I was having fun with the green. That was a little bit more interesting. And I think what I struggle with this type of stuff is I get so excited that I don't want to slow down a little bit. Like I just want to keep this actiony pace, but the problem is you can't keep that actiony pace because then you're gonna you will, I guess it'll start to look sloppy. So how do you keep some of the action type quality right? And not have it look sloppy. And that's really what I kind of play around with. I'm playing around with right now. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is work on the hair, on the hat a little bit to make it a little bit more variety. And then I'm going to work on the presents maybe. I definitely needed presents to kind of look like they belong. And I got to separate the pig party text. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the hat. I'm going to put like just a little bit of, I keep doing this like, there, no. For some reason, there we go. So where's the hat? I need to find the hat layer. Apparently I have the hat like somewhere here. So the hat is way up front, and I didn't know it. I'm going to put hat details. That way I can draw. There we go. Now we're going to do a little testing here and just kind of do just a little bit here. I don't really know if I need to be we'll delete this layer. I have an idea. I think I'm going to leave the transparency on the hat, and then leave the gradients on the circles there, and just kind of like add a little bit of variety in the hat area. At least I think it would do that. I don't really know. Now the question is, what do I do with this hat? Like, do I make it darker? You know, I don't know. I'm just kind of, and how brush strokey does it need to be, right? So it's just all like playing around. Do I want to make it really transparent? I don't know. Or like a gradient, because I already had the gradient. Right? I already had that gradient. I don't need. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's all kind of just playing around at this point. It's kind of plain. Seeing what kind of works. I'm just kind of moving greens around and blues or yellows around. Okay, make it a little bit transparent. Then maybe we'll just leave it like that, and then we'll go forward with some of this and see what happens. Nah, I don't like that at all. Maybe do something like this. But then maybe what if I were to go a little bit of purple. Nah. Again, it's all kind of like just playing around and then seeing what works, you know? Just trying to see what makes a pretty cool color and do stuff that kind of makes me uncomfortable. So a lot of this stuff that I'm doing is kind of like it's not like it's my native. It's not native to me. So it's like this is all weird. Like, do I do this? I don't know. I don't like it. You know what? I might not even need. Let's delete that hat and let's do like something really simple. Like leave the gradient, but maybe we add a blue, like one of these blues right here. Just a nice little blue on the side, right? Just a little blue here. And that's it. A little bit of blue, and then maybe a darker blue on the side. Just a little line. Just something like that, right? Nothing too fancy. Just leave it like that. I don't want to really do much else to that. I find myself overthinking. So we're gonna take like this color and then like, you know, little highlights. I think I can put highlights. And right here, another layer on top so I can put highlights, a little bit of flare on the, just I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just don't know. We'll just put a little bit right here. This a little bit right here. Just something simple to kind of separate it. Maybe make this part a little bit darker. And do the same here. Make it a little bit darker as it goes inward. Doesn't have to be fancy. And then I think that'll be it for that. The hat, you know, I just didn't really. I don't want to deal with the hat. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to deal with it. But oops, 34 minutes. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with the hat, right? I just let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the hat. Now let's play around with the presents. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I'm going to group these because they're just everywhere. So I can see. I'm going to make a group. Put that right there. I'm going to rename it like front presents because there's some in the front and there's some in the back. And I really don't know what I'm going to do. I think, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm done with, I'm going to lay off on the pig at the moment. Let's at least get the front presents in. I don't know what layer that is. And we're going to move them all right here in the front presence group. There we go. Now we collapse that. What's this? Okay. I don't know what this layer does. Oh. Yeah, we're deleting that. We don't need it. It just takes up room. I'm not going to do anything with that. Nor am I going to do anything with that. I think I like the eyes as is. And I want to put, I'm trying to collapse I have all these layers that are really just kind of in my face. So I'm trying to move them all. Accordingly. So everything from 17 up is going to be in front of the kazoo. So you gotta do that. 17 and 6. So I have all these layers. Okay, now we're in the details face. Kazoo 17, and then all the way to these unlayered layer 6. Okay, so I want to do one thing on the face, which is, where's that date? 9998, sorry. And I want to zoom in and just add a little bit more highlights and lowlights to the face, just before I begin other stuff. because I think that'll help. So like, let's see here, a little bit of highlight here. Just something that's a little brighter in certain areas. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, or at least not that bright. You know, just practicing. Like I don't know what's the best course of action here. So it's all very new to me. I'm probably getting a little too micro and mucking it up. I don't know. You know, probably making it worse by doing this. But I'm just trying to learn a little bit, understand the process some more. And you gotta do some bad stuff before you really understand what you're doing. And I'm gonna have to do a lot. And me, since I'm a slow learner, I'm really gonna have to really mess up a lot. And that's why that first session, one of those first sessions, I actually had to delete it because it was just so darn bad. It's just real bad, you know. You're like, how bad, Matt? I don't know. It's bad enough for me to delete it. And I typically don't delete stuff, you know. So it's kind of scratchy. This stuff is kind of just stuff is a little scratchy. Now, what else was I going to do after this? What was I going to do? Let's see. Let's zoom. Oh, presents. Okay, I think I'm done with the face. Yeah, we're just gonna call it a day on the face, and maybe I'll do one thing. Make up your mind, man. Just make up your mind and do it, right? Put a little bit of, well, that's way too small. Just a little bit of green. Why not? It's got a predominantly green palette right there anyway. So we're gonna work on presents. Now, how we're gonna do that is really, I don't know. I think I'm gonna make another layer on the front presents. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I gotta move all the lines. I knew that was gonna happen. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is it's instead of to save myself some time is kind of just right. I don't know what I'm doing. This kind of do something like this. Let's play with the brushes here. I think it might be something along the lines of being very, very like loose, just because I'm lazy and I want to. Maybe not. It might be get a little bit better as I work on it, but right now I'm kind of lazy at the moment, and I'm just thinking, do I want to really work on these presents? Is it going to be like a deal breaker? Do I need to do the presents like that? And the answer is probably not, you know, right? Probably just need to kind of fill them up and do them simple. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Just work on them, and then depending on how patient I am, which maybe not that patient right now, will determine how tight and loose I get. So like right now, I'm kind of impatient because I've been working on this drawing for a while, and I really just want to kind of move forward and get it done, you know. But as time progresses, I get a little bit less impatient because I'm like, it's like I just start accepting it. I'm like, oh, well, it is what it is, and I gotta finish this, so might as well do a semi decent job. That's why I usually kind of, it's usually what kind of happens, but you know, sometimes it changes, right? It all depends on how cartoonish I want to get, right? And that's all. It's all relative. Like so, sometimes I want to get detailed. Like these aren't really detailed, but sometimes I just do like a little bit like here. It's kind of these like the little colors here. That's fine enough, right? I think so. And let's work on the yellow one. We're gonna darken it up as it goes away closer. Let's do something like this, I guess. Yeah, just kind of, oops. The one thing about the what would you call it? It's the eye drop, the color tester, is that there's a delay, so I can't color test as fast as I'd like to. You know, and that's kind of a pain. Kind of slows me down. Just playing around. There we go. That's fine. That's fine for that drawing, right? I think so. Ugh. It's simple enough. It's just like it doesn't really matter. It's like a simple solution to the drawing. You know, you don't need to. Again, as I said, I don't think I need to be focusing too much on the packages. That just kind of got to be there. Like, yeah, I'd like them to be clean, but really the question is, how clean do you want them? And how much time you want to spend on it, right? Is it worth your time to make them super clean? And I can make the argument like probably not, you know? So I just playing around. And this is something that I've been trying to do is be more work from afar. The old me would have zoomed in on this to get right on the lines, you know, just right on them to kind of get that perfect, you know, that perfect tone or the perfect edge. But not anymore. I'm just like, who cares? I mean, I don't want to get so caught up on it because I know where that can lead, and I don't like that me, you know? So I'm trying my darndest to avoid it. That's why. And I just think it doesn't benefit me to zoom in that much anymore, or at least right now. I don't think it's gonna like make or break this image, especially with the secondary elements of the drawing. And especially what I want to do is try to finish this drawing so I can kind of move on to another one because I'm really not necessarily bored of it, but I think I've learned as much as I can from it at the moment, and I think I'll learn more by just starting a new drawing. And that's another thing that people don't think about. You learn more through doing more, and not you can't you can't get better by working on one drawing over and over again because what happens is you become blind to the errors. You just don't see them. You don't see your mistakes. You really don't. And you need to progress further and further. Right? You need to keep drawing and that's it. You just got to keep working on it, you know, and see what happens. Or at least that's how I work. I don't get better by working on one drawing forever and ever. You know, you got to do multiple drawings and take the mistakes that you've learned and kind of apply them to the next one and the next one and so forth and just keep going, you know. So I'm trying to be as loose I can, although I am pressing really hard. I can feel my hand pressing super hard on this. And this is something I also never used to do. I used to really, I would never change the size of the brush as much as I do now. But also, probably the reason why is because I just didn't know how to use the hotkeys. It's too thick and it's too bright. Just wanted to kind of add a highlight here. The same goes with this right here. Let's kind of add a little highlight to the side. No, too bright. something just ever so subtly. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, and that's it on this part. Like maybe you just do. Oops. See the nope, didn't test it. The color tester just not doing its job today. There we go. Now we move on. We're just moving on. Move on with it. Just like find another area and move on. Right? So I got to move on to this area, which is right here. Boom. Look at that leg. That's I didn't really do much on. Just have it right there. There. Now zoom in. Now what I'm not sure what I'm going to do is like there's certain areas where the paintbrush is kind of going out. I might select the group and erase it. I might have to, I think you have to flatten it or something. Erase some of those transparencies. But I might just leave them because who cares? Gosh, it sounds so nonchalant with it. Like who cares? Right? Who cares? I don't want to sound like that. No, I'm trying. I think the reason why I say that is because if I start caring too much, then it becomes like a thing that you need to really emphasize. And I don't want it to be that. I'm trying to be more mindful of things that don't matter. So like those small micro details don't matter. And you got to think about like what is the important part of the drawing, right? Like if I knew how, I'd do like a blur on the front of these presents, and no, I don't want to. I'll just leave them like this. That's just too much work, at least today, you know. But it's getting there. It's a good first try. It took me a couple weeks to kind of learn the program, and of course, I probably should be a little bit faster. I'm not going to disagree on that. There's no argument there. But drawing from imagination is used to be a pretty good strong point of mine, but I haven't done it in so long that it's like, what do I do? And not only that, I haven't done it on like Photoshop. So you can't really expect miracles. At least it's my idea. It's not like I'm taking a other like person's character. At least it's my idea. It's like the party pig. He likes to party. What up? That's what he likes to do, dude. He is a party animal. Look at him. I don't know. Is it his birthday, or did he get like punked and someone put makeup on him? Like, you just got punked, bro. Is Ashton Kutcher somewhere in the background? Just like, gotcha, right? Yep. Just trying to. Yeah. Notice a trend here, the color coordination, the purple and greens. I'm too lazy to think of clever color combinations right now. Like I'm just going to stick with what kind of works. And also purple and green reminds me of the Joker, so it's working. And notice how I'm being really sloppy. Who cares? We'll I'll pay someone else to fix that. I'm kidding. Oops. Let's do a little bit of cleaning up here. Just enough cleaning up that I don't feel so bad. Kind of cover up those lines. Some people that would drive them bananas, but you know, I think I'm doing that on purpose to kind of really just. I'm doing it on purpose because I need to do that so that I don't have it control me. I don't want the drawing. I don't want it to dictate my drawing so much. So I'm trying to relinquish a little bit of control and be a little bit more loose. Partially because of laziness, partially because of lack of skill, but you know, a little bit of like laziness. Like I'm not saying I'm a lazy person, but you know, like you gotta like I just started spending a long time on this drawing. And I'm not saying, oh, okay, I'm lazy. Whatever. You got me. Kidding. Oh, gosh darn it. You can say I'm lazy if you want, but I know deep down inside, my heart of hearts, I'm not. Because to do a drawing like this, you can't be really lazy. You know? You have to have at least some motivation to draw it. It's like, you can't just like, you can kind of wing it, right? Why is it not moving? Oh, there we go. I don't know. I could be fooling myself, right? And I did exactly what I wasn't supposed to do, which was draw on the layer. So now this layer's, that's what I didn't want to do. I wanted to, well, I wanted to do it on a separate layer like I did on the other ones, but apparently I'm a silly person and did it on the same layer. That's one of the things I tend to make a lot of mistakes on, is I can always forget what layer I'm on. I've gotten better. I'm much better with the portraits than with making up my own drawing. So when I do a portrait, I have a general good understanding of what layers I need to set out aside. But when I'm doing a drawing like this, you know, it's a little different for me. Yeah, it's a little bit different. So, but you know, it's better late than never. I did add another layer for this, right? Wish it was earlier, but what are you going to do? And I just got to think about how like brush strokey I want the paint to look. Just kind of making it up as I go. We're doing pretty good. We're making good time, I think. Could be wrong. Just yeah, just I want to get this done. I don't know what I'm doing. Be very wary if some artist says, I know exactly what I'm doing all the time, every time. Then I'm like, well, then you're not, challenging yourself. You need to do something new. That's just my opinion. You need to try a different way. You need to go a little harder. You need to try a different series or do something else for a little bit and challenge yourself every once in a while. Most people won't. Most artists don't do that, or like, I don't know, maybe they do. You don't see them often. There's a reason why artists do like the same thing over and over again for like 30 years. Because it sells, bro. Oh no. I know what I was gonna do. I know. We're gonna do this. Oops. What? So I have this piece of paper that I have underneath my palm for when I draw, because it's I don't know why. I think the reason why is because it keeps it from doing that silly little zooming out thing on accidentally. Okay, so I have that. The presents in the front are done, or done-ish, as much as I want to work on them right now, at least. I'm going to close that group out. What's this layer do? I don't think that does anything. I think layer 15 is a dud. Oops. Oh, wait. Front presents. Where are those presents? Oh, I have presents in the back too. Okay, they're already labeled. I just didn't label them back presents. I just labeled them as presents. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. We'll just relabel. We'll relabel them as back presents. There we go. What's under color body? Oh, I don't know what that is. Now we're going to work on the back presents. Just like before. Yeah, just like before. I want to get this done so I can have it as a print. Maybe put it on a t-shirt. That'll be sweet. Oh man, I'll have this as a t-shirt. That'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be so fun. Let me tell you how fun it's gonna be. It's gonna be bananas. Right? Everything's gonna be bananas. Yeah, so I probably could just, since this is just the background, I don't really know if I need to do like the details. I could probably just do it quickish. right? I think I could do that. Who knows, man? I don't know what I'm doing. It's all one giant experiment, just like life, right? It's all one giant learning experiment. I've been thinking about like, what do I need to do to select a layer? I think because in Sketchbook Pro you can lock the layer, and what that does when you lock it, it allows you not to go past the line or past the area that's been drawn. So I could literally not, I could lock the layer and do something like this, and it wouldn't go past. It wouldn't go past those lines because it wouldn't go past the main the colors that's been placed. But I don't know how to do that on Facebook. I mean, Facebook. What am I thinking about? Oh gosh, on Photoshop. Close enough, right? Um, what's a cool color for this? Do the green. This green. And that is time. Let's see here. How do I zoom out? I'm just like forgetting everything I've learned. So that is time for now. Let's save it real quick. Boom, saved. I think I've learned a lot. I'm not going to do much more on the pig. I think I'm going to work on the presents, and then I want to just clean up some stuff, and then we're just going to call it a day and then start another whole drawing. Probably another animal or something. Kind of just play around, make up an animal, find an example of an animal, just play around and see what happens, and hopefully learn a few things along the way. I'm not too upset about it with this one. It's taking shape pretty good. I'm gonna mess with the text. What I want to do with the text is something along the lines of like this. I'm gonna probably enlarge it, but I want to do something like a bevel. Yeah, like make a little bevel, you know. And I want to do like a little bevel like that, and then like chisel hard. No, and then like you could soften it up, right? Something like that. Just kind of play around with it, and then maybe like it'd be like an outer shadow or inner shadow, inner glow, outer glow. What's an outer glow look like? Yeah, so you know, something that outlines it or something, and make that, you know, just something to outline it. I don't know. I gotta play around with it. But yeah, that's it for the day. For now, I think it's okay. Of course, it could be better, right? But I'm done for the day. I'm gonna take a break. Gotta go do some stuff. You know, it's late. Oh, it's early morning. All right. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate you for watching. Hope you learned something, or at least had a cool little. I don't know. I don't like that purple present on the front, but I don't care. Maybe I'll be a little bit more conscious, a little bit more aware of it later. But right now, it's okay. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm done for the day. Let's do a little outro thing. Have a wonderful day. Pearson out.